Howdy guys, good morning, happy Friday. Welcome back to another Friday stream. Let me just do this. It always lags out. Yeah, we're good now. Could be some nice moves today. It is NFP day, keep in mind. I'm taking a stab at this little position based off the 4 hourly grab in the lows to come and, grab these highs that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. As you can, these are all my levels from yesterday. I haven't updated the chart or anything like that. So you can see, obviously, these lower liquidity levels here got hit very nicely. And then we've got this 1, 2, 3 double top coming up here, which I think will be a nice target. It was a bit annoying this yesterday because I had sells from up here and then I cut this at break even when that push and I was like, this is going to rip into the highs. And then I took those buys and then this came down and got me. And then I think I took one more trade in here that chopped me up. And by the time the move came in London, I was like, oh man, cooked. So a little bit of an annoying range here. And again, if I just go into the 4 hour, I would have seen there's no real reason to buy. That literally top wicked and pushed down. So it was just one of those days. They do happen. Took a couple of losses. But yeah, see how we go. How are we all on this fine, it's sunny here, sunny Friday. At least it's sunny here. That's a good thing. And let me just check the audio's all good. Should be all sweet. Yeah, sounds sweet. I'm pretty happy to leave these levels, to be honest. Just simple, pardon me, simple support and resistance levels. Yeah, obviously areas that price can react off, but could get a nice push here. This is what I was targeting yesterday. Like buys up into there was like 25 ticks and it literally was so close and then ripped back. So that was a little bit choppy on the 30. Sunny and hot in Darwin, I can imagine. I've been to Cairns once, I've been to Darwin once, and it was, yeah, definitely very hot. Let's get some tunes cranking. How's your guys' week been? Did anyone trade US last night at all? I personally went to bed like ages before it came out because I'm like, it's pointless. It was already a bit of a chop day, so like getting caught in this, there would have been so many people blow up in this here. Yeah, it's just really messy price action. Didn't trade New York, already have my daily oil. Good work, man. That's awesome. Awesome. That's a win. It's a win for discipline. Discipline W. I won't be able to stay on for as long today either. I'm meeting my dad for lunch at 12:30, which he lives a few hours away, so probably jump off just before 12. That should be good. Went to bed right before it flipped. Didn't want to risk leaving the trade. Oh, 100%. Yeah, you don't want to risk that NFP candle because even if, you break even, it can slip a break even and then go in your favor. It's just one of those things. Yeah. Not worth it. When you can catch a clean 20, 30, 50 ticks or whatever it is, in moves like this, you don't, like getting caught in that. Even if you break even, like so many people get slipped. It's crazy. Pin my little link in there, guys. I know most of you, few of you are in the community anyway, but if you do want to learn the strategy, or come and trade with us, listen to Chris's dad jokes wherever he is. Sure, he won't be far off. It's good to have you guys in. Brad, Mikey, Billy, welcome, mate. Welcome. What have we got? 15 people. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This, at some point today, these are going to get absolutely smacked, these highs. You can imagine how many people are going to be like this. Selling there, they've probably got that big play down there. They've just been tagged to break even. They jump in again because they hold onto the bias. Same thing as here. You're going to have all these stop losses up here. And that's exactly what we want to trade into. Exactly what we want to trade into. What's going on here? Oh yeah, music. I got distracted. How's that hourly look? Is that 30's just closed? Almost a, nice little, morning star. Daily. Yeah, very surprising. You didn't grab these highs before having this big move down. So now, could you come up and grab these even if you're going to fill that wick? Or is this going to be a filthy big morning star and we're going to get a candle like this off to the moon? Bang, bang, bang. We will see. What's the weekly doing? Yeah. This could be like up into that weekly top wick. What's that from current price? It's 160 ticks. All the way up into, it must be that one. Yeah, weekly top wick. So I do sort of really like the look of upside targets today. This though, all this chop would, crazy. Everyone had a good week so far? I was having a bit of a good week and then I got chopped a little bit yesterday. But it happens. You just got to know when to walk away. Just check that music's not too loud. Just check with the music, test. Yeah, cool. I just don't want it too loud. Been a rough one on the markets for me, heaps of learning. Oh, absolutely, yeah. As I said, even for me yesterday, I got caught in. Actually, I tried to take buys here into those highs, and it literally was 3 ticks away from my TP. Came back, got me. Sells, I was like, okay, 4 hours gonna pop. Sells, no. this came back, closed break even. I was like, well, we've just ripped all these lows. We've got highs to target. Tried that, not other ideas. I'm like, oh man, it was just one of those days. It happens. They happen. It had there were so many, like even here yesterday, so many false signals. Like, okay, you've closed doji here, grab these highs, close bearish. If you take that risk off those highs, looking for this play down, no, one more liquidity grab up to the highs. Oh, cool. All right, let's take the break of that, risk off these highs. Now, bang, straight back up. Whereas like that setup, you look at something like that over here, grab the lows, close bullish, doesn't come back down. Grab the lows, close bullish, doesn't come back down here. So just market conditions. But yeah, I got caught in some of this yesterday in Asia. And then if I'd zoomed out and you look, by the time London came in, on the 4 hours, there was no or on that time frame, you probably shouldn't have been buying, like, especially when you started breaking below there. But just one of those things. You can't win them every day. I just got a small risk on this one. I'm not going to move my stop because of this. If it takes me out, this is a place where price comes and takes that out, it's invalid, which could happen considering all this happened yesterday. You know, I don't want to manage too aggressively and then it end up moving. I'd rather just give one trade a crack, half risk. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Here he is. Morning, Chris. Morning, mate. What's for brekkie? Also find even yesterday, this thing where it's like, usually when you come onto the charts, even though, you know, Asia can be a bit hit and miss sometimes, your first trade idea is usually right. And, you know, if you took sells from here, which I did, I had sells from here yesterday, and I was like, okay, it's going to come down and fill that 4 hour wick, which would have been beautiful in hindsight. But then as soon as this grabbed all these lows, closed back strong bullish, reacting to what I see, cut that at break even. And I thought, oh, great. You know, I took that buy, this dipped down, closed, you know, rejected hard, and then the next one just came down and took me. So that would have played out. Took an earlier trade of 30, which took out the one for a double and closed above. Would have been what, this one? This one? Here? If it was this one, mate, I think that makes sense. Still made sense. That was a 4 hour grab the lows. That's what I'm giving this giving this one a crack. 4 hours come. Yeah, obviously we've had a pretty strong closure last night, come back down, 4 hours open, grab them lows, and then see if we can drive up to target this liquidity here. 9 a.m. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't want to sit through this again today because I got caught in this yesterday. And by the time a decent move come in, you know, I'd already taken like 3 or 4 trades in here. So I took some L. I think I might have got maybe one small win, one break even, and like 2 or 3 losses yesterday. But again, I know that how this plan works in the 30-minute liquidity grabs work very nicely on gold, and just some days it's not the market conditions for it, and that's okay. Didn't beat myself up. Hey Leo, good morning mate, or evening wherever you are. Good to have you back. We've got 30 people almost viewing. That's sweet. Drop a like if you can for the stream, guys. Get that algo pumping. Yeah, good afternoon, good afternoon. Nice. Where are you tuning in from, Leo? You're still in that's still Australia, I'm guessing? No. Be overseas somewhere. Oh, Vancouver, sick, man. That's sweet. Yeah, I haven't been to Canada. It's on my list. I want to go snowboarding over there and just check it out. That's sweet, man. Texas, Simon. That's also on my list as well. Apparently Texas is amazing. Brad, good morning, mate. Oh, Cruz here. Good to have you guys back. Yeah, I'd love to go back and do like an America-Canada trip again at some point. I went when I was like 12 with my dad, so obviously wouldn't have experienced it as well as you would as an adult. But beautiful, yeah. If I get over, I have to hit you guys up. We'll link up for a beer or a big rack of ribs or something. A lot of Aussies and Whistler for. Oh yeah, man, they love it. Well, it's like for me, I'm in Queensland, which is the Sunshine State, so I usually go to fly to New Zealand to go snowboarding in the south. I've done Japan, I've done New Zealand, but yeah, I really want to do like Canada and Colorado and stuff like that. Show you some. Oh yeah, say less. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, if you guys are tuning in from elsewhere, link up on Instagram or whatnot, and yeah, from ever around, be sick. That's what it's all about. It's what, streams and everything about. Networking and making connections with people that are like-minded and that sort of thing. That's what it's here for. It's pushing down now. Yeah, I've had a few people be like, go to Canada for a year and do a snow season. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to, but yeah. Yeah, I know Aaron wants to do an America trip as well. That could be a shout. Yeah, look at this. This is horrible. This 4 hour be flipping now, but like, grab lows, close doji, grab lows, close doji, grab highs, driving down. Like, I don't want to preempt it, but could just be one of those days. If this takes me out, because this is risking off a 4 hour low, so again, it's a trade I'm happy to take. If it does take me out, I'm not going to overmanage. If this takes me out, I'm definitely probably going to be done for Asia, because, as I said this yesterday, you had valid signals we take every day of the week. Grab, close, and then grab, close bullish, grab, close bearish, grab, close bearish, grab, close bearish, just messy. That's not the price action we know that this strategy works well in. I tried NQ and NY. Yeah, let's have a look at NQ from last night. 1:30 London, so like here. Look at that, far. So Thursday, Wednesday, in here. 1:30. Yeah, so this was NQ. Far out, this music's a bit hectic. I don't want that. I might have to go back to jazz soon. Look at that. Grabbed highs. Bang. Came down. Then retraced. Grabbed the highs. Came down. I think there would have been a lot of discords popping off. I managed a high day noticing 15-minute triangle support on NQ. Yeah, NQ. Oh, that's crazy. Like, you look at this. I mean, I don't know. You'd almost have to. I know a lot of people traded on the 1 minute. GC, yeah. 15-minute triangle support. Yeah, that NFP candle is going to be crazy. Crazy. What did ES do? I don't mind ES. I prefer, if I'm trading US, I'll usually trade ES to NQ. Like this, you get some nice little opportunities on ES, and it moves a little bit slower. Liquidity grab, closure, like buy up into these highs. Yeah, I talk about it again and again. I've blown my first funded account. I blew in with Top Step. I blew in 2 days trading NQ and US session. It just, yeah, crazy. Taking off, just trading mode, stay here. More tempted. Have a great weekend. Sounds good, Chris. It's not a bad shout, mate. Like I said, I'm not. If this takes me, I'm not going to be trading Asia. Have a good weekend. If I don't talk to you, mate, all the best. Thanks for tuning in. I did trade in 1 minute. First time looking at it, and like, yeah. It's what I found with NQ. You have a day, and you hit your profit. And you're like, oh, how good's this? You come back the next day and just get absolutely rinsed. Yeah, absolutely rinsed. Yeah, got tempted with gold, so lost half. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Yeah, I took this just because that was a 4-hour low, so I'm not cutting it or anything. If it's Asia, this could just range and then push up. If it takes me out, it takes me out. That's why I only did a little risk. Yeah, it's annoying actually. I took a couple of these trades on my funded account yesterday. So ended up going down a few $100 on the funded, which was annoying. But it's the nature of the game. But I think at some point today, if I had to pick a bias, these highs. You've got 1, 2, 3 highs, a mini trend line, probably even, like a trend line coming down there. At any buy opportunities you get into these highs, I reckon. That's what I'm going to be targeting. Maybe for London, you might need to get closures above this level here, closures above that level, but yeah, there's going to be people all the way along here with their stop losses above there, looking for this big play down. Yeah, it's crazy, man. When you hit the loss limit, does it reset when the next monthly subscription? On a combine? Yeah. So when the monthly comes up, they reset your account for you. You can obviously reset it with a fee of whatever the account is per month, but if you've hit your loss limit, they'll reset it for you when the next monthly fee comes out, so you can start fresh. But that's only for your max loss limit. Your daily loss, it just locks you out for the day, and then you come back the next day and go again. Yeah, no stress, man. No stress. No stress. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly right, Simon. Yeah, if you get to the end of the month and, it's looking a bit nasty, just, I can't say, but you could consider to trade it. If you get my drift. I think tops are... Oh, they did too. Yeah. You're right, Leo. They did all new combines. They don't have that daily loss limit anymore. Yeah, that's right. You just have your max loss of like your $2,000 for your 50K. What do I miss? Only build in a month. 2/3 in. Nice. Keep at it, Billy. Just keep chipping away. George, how's your experience with Top Step? Any payouts have been denied? I haven't heard of any payouts being denied. I haven't had a payout with Top Step yet. Anytime I get a funded, it always dwindles away. I don't know what it is. But I haven't actually had a payout with Top Step yet. I haven't heard of any payouts being denied. As far as I know, they're I think they're 12 years old, one of the best in the industry. How's your experience? Iron copper long. Oh yeah, Nate, you've been smashing copper, man. You've been absolutely smashing copper. Yeah, let's forward test this. Let's forward test this and see. Say if you took the flip of this, risking off that low. What is this? At 12? I haven't actually traded copper. Is it 12.50 per tick? Let's test this and see. Yeah, you guys been loving copper. What's that? So is that 13 ticks, I guess? Say 13 ticks, or 130. So what? 12.5 by 13. What's that? 162. That probably sounds about right. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Rip them lows. Gonna get the hourly close very soon. should be on HG, hey. That's better. Nice double top there. Oh, not that one. That's not what we want. What's gold doing? Nothing. Copper. Copper. I much prefer forward testing. I've never been a fan of back testing because I just think it doesn't simulate real conditions. Like, you see these people sit there, I locked myself in a room for 2 weeks and back tested till I was profitable. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. You can't sit there and back test because as soon as you go to live markets, yeah. That's why it's like beginners. It's like, oh yeah, I got to sit there and back test. Like, yes, you back test if you understand it, but you're not simulating live market conditions unless you've got an actual simulator. If you're just on TradingView doing bar replay. This music sucks. I hate that you have to play non-royalty music. I'd love to do, you can do a thing on streaming where you can get you guys to request different songs. So if you want a song to play on the stream, but it'll just get copyrighted, which is annoying. This hourly's going to close in 2 minutes. What's Goldie doing? You could be an opportunity there if you wanted to. 30. You get a bottom wick on the next one. Take the break of the highs of the flip. What's that? 20 ticks up into here. Could be a shout. 59 ticks. Nice little Asia play. This hourly should be closing. Nice little morning star there now. So for the guys in the community, you got your 1, your 2. This could be your 3. Could you see something like this if I hide that? Maybe. Risk off there, up into these highs. One, 2. This could be the 3. 18 ticks. I'm hungry. I haven't had my smoothie because I'm getting lunch in like an hour and a bit. Usually I've had my smoothie by now. Copper's still thinking about it. See if we get a little move here. Just one of those things, if you do put it in, it doesn't work out. It just probably means the volume's not there. The setup was there, made perfect sense. I did a little YouTube short from the last live stream, which was good actually, about, you know, you don't have to take it personally when you're beginning. I know I did, you know, you have a few losers and you think, oh man, I can't trade, I'm a bad trader, all this stuff, but like this yesterday, just the market conditions were crap. we can't help it. And you just shut the charts, come back the next day, do it all again. Almost there. Green and red, orange and blue. Oh. This actually helps keep me patient sometimes, if, you know, look away from the screen and do that. Copper. That's why the community is so helpful. Certainly keeps the faith when others see other. Oh, absolutely. As I said, when I first came out, I got caught in this yesterday. Tried to buy up into here, missed my TP by 3 ticks. Then I took the sells here, risking off that high. That grabbed the lows, closed like that, and I'm like, well, it's going to come rip those highs, risk off that, and then that dropped. And then this had like a 3 fake out liquidity grab on the 30, which doesn't normally happen. It's just absolute chop city. All right, I'm going to go grab a banana. Can't do it, I'm too hungry. That's cool, man. When you have multiple contract, yep. So if you're in two, say you take 2 buy contracts and you want to close one, you just sell one contract. So you just do the opposite. So if you've taken 2 contract buys and you want to close one, just click sell on one contract.
Attention, the following is a test of the fire evacuation system. Please disregard the following alerts and tones. I repeat, the following is a test of the fire evacuation system. Please disregard the following alerts and tones.
It's always a good surprise. Yeah. There's a speaker in my room. Like in the wall, there's a speaker, and I thought it was a music speaker. And then one morning, yeah, there it is. Yeah, literally getting recruited. One morning it woke me up, and I hadn't heard it before. It scared the absolute crap out of me. I heard attention. I'm like, what? Yeah, mad. Anti-sleeping devices. Yeah, it was mad. I didn't know it was a thing, and it's absolutely scared me. Yeah, that would have sucked. Yeah, boarding schools, like, big in America. Hey, same thing with like college, obviously. Man, I'd love to do American college. That'd be mental. That would be lots of fun. Do. Yeah, still got a bit of time. I said at the start of the stream, I've got to jump off about 11:45, so in about 30 minutes, half an hour. Because I've got to drive into the city, meet my dad for lunch. I haven't seen in a couple months, which would be good. He lives a couple of hours away. English, I was in the UK. I'm one of the immigrants. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, like, there are boarding schools in Australia, but, like, there are for, like, all the bigger, especially, like, some of the big schools, the big dog schools. Will you leave the trade open and just so I don't... Yeah. So this is the one that I'm in. This one here. And just because of what happened yesterday and, the sells ended up being correct, I've just risked off this low. And if it takes me out, I'm not going to over-manage this. I'm happy with 17 ticks. So if it stops me out, I know the market conditions are probably going to be average because this ticks a setup. 4 hour grab the lows. You've come back up and we've got clear highs to target. because we've been talking about these highs getting tapped for a while. So I'll just let it roll. Rather than, cutting it and then maybe looking at sells and buys, I just leave that there and see what happens. I mean, this is a valid trade if you're happy with 18 ticks, because that's where you'd have to risk off. Do any of you guys in Australia trade the ASX, like stocks or anything like that? I still do a little bit. Got a really good one. It's up 86%, which is crazy. I'll show you the chart. But the ASX is just absolutely crazy. Look at that price action. It's crap. So I'll screen them on the weekly. It's literally so simple. Breakout, retest, risk, and that's been a good one. But that's more fun. Like I've been in that since April, and what are we, October now? So you sort of just set and forget with those ones. But for any of the ASX guys that are interested in it, follows very, very simple technicals. You just have to do it on like the weekly. Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, unlearn a lot of things, definitely. So when I joined Aaron's community, the FWA guys, I'd probably the same as most of you. I just tuned into to his live streams for probably a month or so, which is awesome. There's so much value there. And then I wanted to dive a bit deeper, so I joined the community. But there was a point in time I was trading the Ichimoku Cloud, the 200 period Bollinger Bands, and a 50 moving average as like a trend following strategy. And you just strategy hop, and just seeing how well the liquidity worked, and particularly on gold. And obviously seeing Aaron as a real person with real results, not some Miami guru, showing up every day live stream. I was like, I want to learn this. And when I came in, you'd come into the market, you get taught about double tops. So you'd see this and you'd go, oh, sweet. This worked in this instance, but double bottoms and double tops, you see this and you think, oh, sweet. We've created this here. As soon as price comes into here, I'm going to have my buy there because, baby pips teaches me that price has to bounce like that. Have your stop there, stops below, bang, gets stopped out, and then it goes in your direction. And it was learning, if you've got this level here, rather than price going like that, more often than not, it's going to go like this. And that's what sort of changed everything. And it took me 2 or 3 months to be able to come onto the charts and see, like I can come on the charts now. I don't need to draw any of these liquidity lines. I can see levels I'm looking for, but you just have to unlearn how to look at it most people are buying from down here. Most people have buy orders, but we've switched the mindset of we're selling here. Like we're selling into support where most people are buying from support, which is just, that's all it is, man. It's just a different way to trade. Looking at this as not an area where we sell from, looking at this as an area where you can buy into to hit the stops. Because as most of you guys that are new traders, and even myself, you come in and when you're starting out, you see trade, if you're selling from here, trade hits your stop loss and then sells, and you're there and you're like, oh, the market's out to get me, the market's targeting me, blah blah blah. But it's just understanding liquidity, which is how it moves it. Where do you trade the ASX? I just do it through ComSec. Just through ComSec. No worries, man. But yeah, if you're if you've just joined, or you're a couple months in the community, just stick with it. Because you get, I've been in there almost 2 years now. You see people come and go, but it's really cool to see the guys that stick with it for like 6 months or 12 months, whatever it is, and they start getting payouts, they start crushing it. That's the cool thing to see. And if you can learn and understand these concepts, then you don't really need anything else. There's no indicators, there's no gaps, no any of that stuff. It's literally liquidity levels and volume. That's it. So just stick with it. And just like get up to speed. Like when I came into the community, I don't know, I was like, there could be a day that Aaron decides, I'm not streaming anymore, or that sort of thing. So I'm like, I want to try and, when I join, soak up as much as I can to get independent by myself, so that if the day comes where it changes or whatever, you've got the skill set. Whereas a lot of people that join these signal chats and just expect signals, the signal provider then, if they stop giving signals, that sort of thing, they haven't learnt the skill set. Once you learnt the skill set, no one can take that away from you, which is really cool. So just stick at it, bro, stick at it. Yeah, literally the only indicator I have on my chart is this one, which is just this watermark of the time frame symbol down here. It's the only one I use because it's handy for like when you're journaling and stuff. That's what I've been doing in the last few weeks, just trying to get my head around the mindset and techniques, just finding it hard to analyze the grabbing. Like, yeah, 100% Billy, and don't feel disheartened that you're struggling identifying the liquidity or those concepts, because it takes time, and you literally have to, as I say, I had to unlearn 3 years worth of fumbling my way through trading and stop seeing this as an area to sell from and an area to buy into. It does take time, man. So don't feel disheartened, just keep doing it. And it's like anything, repetition and consistency. You'll be able to come onto the charts and be like, bang, like liquidity grab, buys, clear highs. You don't even need to draw lines. You start looking that, okay, there'd be people with stop losses here. So as soon as you grab the lows and close, rather than jumping in sells, yeah. And obviously management. Aaron's very good at managing his trades as well, especially scalping, which is the other side that a lot of people don't focus on. Yeah, sweet Billy. No, it's good to have you in there, man. I personally love it. It's changed my trading journey. There's no egos. We've got a great group of people in there, so I want to be part of it. If there was BS, that's why I believe in it and what we're doing. And the best bit is, it's like some of these other places you got to buy the community to work it out, whereas there's live streams. I tuned into Aaron for 2 months, just free live streams to learn that. And it's like, if you just want to do that, man, you could easily learn the skill set, which is cool. What position size are you generally playing with? I'm messing around with Top Step 150 practice account, mostly trade. So usually it depends. On I trade a combine a bit more aggressively. On a 50k, I usually do between 5 micros to 2 contracts. Usually I'd say probably 1 contract's a middle ground. 100k, I'd probably look at 2 to 3 contracts, and then I think it moves quick, but 150, you could probably get away with 3 or 4 contracts. It just fluctuates a bit. Actually, Aaron did a video on that. I'll see if I can pin the video for you guys. He did a thing on Top Step risk management. Check this one out. Yeah, that's it. And you got to get used to, you see the fluctuation, you think, wow, that's like a huge fluctuation. But Aaron actually did a really cool video on top step risk management and different tiers of funding. So have a look at that, mate. That might help you out a little bit as well. Focus on the markets. Wish I came across that for pre-kids. Hard fun times. Focus on the market. Such a good strategy. Yeah, it is, Amy. And that's another thing that hopefully I prefer the higher time frames because I don't, I'm not, me personally, I'm not a very patient when it comes to scalping. So the good thing with the strategy is that it works. It works on all time frames. You can trade it on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour to swing or whatnot. Give me a sec, guys. Just talking to JP. Yeah, Amy, and you can focus on even just focus on higher time frames. Like I do the 30 and hourly. You can trade the hourly. Come back, has the hourly grabbed a low? Yes, take the trade. If not, which is great. Some of these strategies and entry models and change of character things, you need to be on the 1 minute hyper scalping, but because it's so simple with liquidity, you can even if you like 4 hour, look at the 4 hour. If you trade the 4 hour, that's what I started doing, getting chopped up. Yeah, 100%. One of my things that you guys might have heard me say a couple of times, I went through a stage where I was just getting so chopped up on the 5 minute, and I just had to step back and go, okay, I'm not as patient as, say, someone like Aaron with scalping. I'm not as patient. It's a personality thing. With journaling, that's why journaling's important. I found that most of my losses were coming from the 5 minute time frame because you get chopped up in stuff. So I was like, okay, well, if most of my losses are coming from the 5 minute, I'll just stop looking at the 5 minute. And then I zoomed out and I saw how nicely the 30 minute moved, and just the simplicity of, if I'm out and about, or even when I was over in Bali, the 30 minute would close, I'd go, okay, I didn't grab lows and close, put my phone away. Next half an hour, if I wanted to, check. Oh, cool, it grabbed, we could have an opportunity here. And with the less trading, it followed on, the quality setups, revenge trade. Yeah, and that's it. And, eventually the move you did see came in. So that's why I personally love the 30 minute time frame. And the other thing I know with Aaron, when he's on the 5 minute, he's got all this in mind. For example, I believe that there's nothing that happens on the 5 you don't see on the 30. And this is a perfect example. If you are on the 5 minute, yes, you've got this little play here, very tight risk. But that makes sense. You probably might have jumped in on that. And then you come out here and you see that that's just the 30 minute low grab, liquidity grab. Which saves you having to sit there and watch this close, jump in sells here, get taken, break even, jump sells, jump in buys, sells, buys, sells, buys. And then by the time the move comes in, if you just looked at this, you would have seen this gone, well, it closed bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So there's 2 hours of trading you wouldn't even needed to look at. And then you've had a breakout. Okay, cool. We might have something here. Grab the lows, clear highs to target, and volume. So just from, someone that's been through that, 5 minute with losses, I think, the higher time frames can help, particularly in the earlier days. And then once you get it on the higher time frames, you can start refining and understanding, okay, this 30 minute open and grab the lows. Let's drop down to the 5 minute then. And if you want to start refining to these sort of things, understanding what's happening on the higher time frame, then you can do it. Rambling. I'm back, mate. Previous 30 took out bottom and closed bullish, so I got back in. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was saying I took this before I jumped on stream, risking off these lows, which again, even though it's on the 30-minute, that's a 4-hour low. And I'm not over managing it into these highs because there is a level of confidence that these are going to get targeted at some point because there'll be a lot of stop losses above here. And I'm just letting it rock. If it takes me out, I know that maybe the volume's not there because this is a valid setup, particularly with the 4-hour grab closed back in our favor, clear level to risk off, clear highs to target. If that was to take me out, I'd go, well, like over here, they were all valid setups, but they didn't work out, which meant there may be volume issues in the market. Yeah, give it a try. Give it a try, the higher time frames. I found, obviously you got to do what works for you. I found it personally helped me. And I got no shame in saying personality-wise, I'm not as patient with 5-minute because I can see a move. Like, I'll be like, sells are coming in, and I'll go to the 5-minute, and then sells will, take you break even, and then you try jumping again, it takes you break even. And you end up going, oh, maybe it'll buy, and then you change your bias. Whereas if you zoom out and look and go, okay, sit back, what have we done? Nothing. So yeah, it's a little tip for you, and then the refinement comes from there. But that's just something that worked for me. It's just a personality type. Aaron's very good at 5-minute scalping, but he has the higher time frame in mind. I know that for a fact, and yeah, I'll do the same on the 5-minute, but I don't really go on the 5-minute too much, just because I believe that the best setups that I've seen, you don't miss on the 5-minute that you wouldn't see on the 15 or the 30. Don't buy near, say, example, support levels. Does that mean more? Don't buy near support levels. It's probably just based on liquidity. You don't want to buy to support if liquidity hasn't been taken, I think that's what it might mean. It probably means like don't buy it, maybe like don't buy at resistance. Like if you're coming into here and you're wanting to take buys from here, you're at a major level of resistance. I won't buy here as near level above. Is that more for scalping? Yeah, potentially. I sort of base it off levels I'm happy to risk off. Yeah. No, and it makes sense too. Like, if this is a level of support down here, so buying from down here, this sort of makes more sense than you start coming up into here or up into here. You're at a clear resistance level. So it's like, if you want to be in buys, you want to be buying down here up into where your resistance is. Whereas if you start buying at resistance, you could just dip up and then pop back down. So I'd say that's probably what he means. But yeah, again, across all time frames. So you're rejecting off this resistance now. Yeah, look at copper. That was a good forward test. Yeah, I haven't mucked around with copper, but like it's had some crazy moves. And that's why I didn't get disheartened yesterday. Like, I took a few losses in here, and I know that, on other days where it may not, I don't know if it's NFP week or news or whatever, this setup probably would have played out. This setup, grab the lows, close bullish with clear highs, that probably would have played out. So I just went, market conditions. It's not the day. Like, look here. Close highs, pushed. Grab lows, close bullish, clear highs, pushed. So I was like, oh yeah, even though I took a few losses, that, you know, you get cleaner price action, which it is a little bit today. I mean, it could muck around a bit, then go from there. So I'm going to have to jump off in about 15 or so minutes. So if you guys do have any questions before that, I can run through if you want to break down any other pairs. Still wanted to jump on for Friday fun bags. I've almost hit 300 subscribers too, which is cool. I know it's not really much, but it's pretty cool. 288 subscribers for my little channel. Yeah, what do we do now? Footy's finished. That's a great question, Chris. Well, the Formula One's still going, but even that's gonna be wrapping up soon. UFC is on Sunday. Big fight. Chummer. Alex Pereira, he's fighting Chummer. The NRL Grand Finals on this weekend apparently about, I think I'm going to assume it's Panthers Storm. I don't really even know. I might watch that, we'll see, but yeah, go Storm. Yeah, I'll be going for the Storm. If I watch it, I'll be going for the Storm because I don't like the Panthers. You got a parlay for MMA? Nah, I don't really sports bet. The only gambling, so to speak, I like doing is blackjack when I'm at the casino, which again is not very often. Just because you can play basic strategy, which puts the odds in your favor. If you play basic strategy, it takes it from a 2 to 3% house swing to a 0.5%, I believe it is. So it's the closest you can get to 50-50, but even then, you have some crappy runs on blackjack. I joined NHL Fantasy League. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a bit about fantasy leagues. I just don't know. I used to do it with the EPL with all my mates in school, but I just don't know enough about, NHL or NFL. When I do watch the NHL, I like the Calgary Flames. Only reason is because one of my best mates in primary school and high school used to play ice hockey for Australia, and they lived in Calgary for a bit, and he liked the Calgary Flames. So it's just one of the things. They're my team in the NHL, even though I don't think I've ever watched a game. Yeah, sorry, Leo. He's heartbroken. He's going to unsubscribe. 3F1 and MotoGP. He's got no idea. Yeah. What's the Vancouver? Is that the white Vancouver NHL? It's not the White Leafs or... Oh, Canucks. Wrong. Canucks. Who's the Leafs NHL? Ah, it's Toronto. I knew it was something. Canucks, yeah. Yeah, as I said, the sole reason for the Calgary Flames is because that's who my mate supported, and I knew nothing about hockey, so I'm like, oh, okay. I'm a Kings fan. Ah, sweet. We're safe then. Check this out. Simplified basic strategy. I think it's this one. Here we go. I got the hookup. Got the hookup for you guys that want to... Yo, Nathan, what's up, man? Yeah, I am. I'm in from down here, which was the 4-hour grab. I just drawing this up as another valid entry, but I'm in this one from down here, trying to target these highs. Not over managing. If it takes me out, it just means the volume's not the greatest. So I'm not going to over manage for Asia. Check this out. There's a little chart there, and it's just, it gives you like rules, like if you've got this and the dealer's got this, do this, which brings the odds closer to copper longs. Oof. Oh yeah, look at that. Rip the lows. That's not a bad shout on the 5-minute. Yeah, similar setup. It's worth a crack. Yeah, it's definitely worth a crack, man. Risk off those lows. Again, that's a valid spot for risk. If it hits that, then it's probably not a true liquidity grab. That's cool. On to the next trade. Yeah, and then it just becomes like, yeah. You just know, and then, but it doesn't, still don't win 100% of the time, but it's just like cool having, it's like anything, you just over time you will lose money because it's like a 50.5% to a 49.5%. So you still lose money over time, but if you go and it gives you rules that, put the closest in your favor. 2 wins earlier in the week, a few small loss past 2 days. Alright, I'm going to wrap up here shortly. I don't think Aaron's doing London today, I believe. Oh yeah, if he makes it, if not, update. Yeah, traveling. Trade like most days, only fun. Aaron in the community, haven't seen your lives before, so it's all a bit easier to understand. Yeah, that's fine, man. At the moment, I'm just doing Wednesdays and Fridays for Asia. Just I got a couple of other things on the go during the week. So yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays about 10:30 Brisbane time. Which, I mean, you guys seem to be enjoying it. I enjoy doing it, jumping on and, having a different perspective on the same strategy. Aaron and I trade the exact same. But as you know, there's probably pick up some different things from me and some different things from him, but it's still exactly the same, just a different perspective on the exact same way we trade, which is cool. Keeps it consistent, but also gives you guys another perspective. So hopefully you get some value from me waffling on. Sweet. Works great because the evening here, I'm home from work. But yeah. And I've spoken to Aaron a bit, actually. He's a bit jealous of our Asia sessions because Asia's had some very, very nice moves lately. Yeah, cheers, Leo. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's good. I haven't caught up with him for a couple of months since I've been back from travel because he lives like 3.5 hours away, so it's not always as easy to go out and see him. But yeah, pretty much, guys, this is, what would be, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, my main overall idea without getting too into it, at some point today, I believe these highs have a very high probability of getting smashed because there'd be a lot of people with stop losses here. So I think just like this, any buy opportunities up into those highs make a lot of sense. This 4 hour will be flipping quite nicely now, and you could even look to see the weekly then flip bullish. So for you guys, sticking around for Asia or even into London, if Aaron doesn't make it on call, these highs are going to be fantastic to target. So yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll jump off. I've got to get moving. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys again tuning in. I know it was a quick little session today, but hopefully still some value. And I'll be around in Discord, active in Discord. But if I don't see you guys or talk to you guys, I will see you. Will be on next Wednesday. So I'll see you on next Wednesday. If you have any questions, my Instagram will be at the end, so feel free to connect there. But yeah, trade safe, guys. NFP Friday. Don't force anything too much, and I will see you guys soon. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic weekend.